Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg, here with my buddy Zach. How you doing today, bud?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad, man. I'm excited for college football and week 1 Sunday of NFL, so it's a good weekend. Not so excited about this Thursday night slate, like we talked about, 2-gamer. It's for college football. It's not that great, even though I'm a Illini fan. I don't. I'm not too excited about it.
Dude, it's Friday. You only got a day until
I know,
tomorrow.
man. It's like it's one of those things. Get all the work done. Go to bed early. Get up. And football all day. And there's a ton of picks. We've dropped a ton of picks over at dailyedgesports.com. A bunch of stuff that we do like, but we're going to talk about 4 of them, 2 each that we do like here on PrizePicks. We'll bring it up and kind of talk about these plays that we do like for college football for tomorrow. Again, they're starting to drop a bunch of things. Seems like it's been later this year for whatever reason for them to drop the lines and whatnot. But, once they drop, you better get on them because the lines do move. But we did find 4 that we do like. If you don't have that PrizePicks account, use that promo code CashKeg and get 100%. It's deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. I'll let you go first, Zach. Who do you like first on the board?
All right, man. Mitch Griffiths going with Wake Forest over 265.5 pass yards. Hawaii went off against Vandy a couple weeks ago. This past offense had a good game last week. I think it's kind of a good system play too. Hartman was great in the system. Griffiths has been in it. This is his 3rd year. Very good. This line's actually up to 274 at the books now. A lot of books have it at 274. Decent total here, 10-point spread. So, even though most teams in this situation go to the run, it's still that mesh game. They do plenty of underneath passes. So you're still getting some good production there.
I like it. I like this one. I like either fantasy score or pass yards, but you're probably a little bit safer with the pass yards more than likely. Let's hope for a 300-yard game here, man. Hopefully Vandy.
That's what I'm looking for.
And he can throw up 300 for us. So I will go the next one here, and I don't know if it's one we talked about, but it was definitely on the list of picks that we had last week.
Sure.
It's one you brought up, and you definitely got to like it here. We're going back to Iowa here, man. Playing Iowa State this week. Luke Lachey, we're going 43.5 reception yards here. I think you go receptions as well, but I think the reception yards are a little bit safer. If you watched last night with Detroit pulling up that upset, with Luke Laporte, with Laporte last year in the same system, played Iowa State, and he ended up putting up 8 for 55. Against these guys, and it's supposed to be a competitive game here going up against Iowa State. It's a low total here, on both of these teams. Anytime Iowa's playing, it's gonna be pretty low total. And I think he's just stepping into that spot. And like we were talking about, I think as long as this thing stays below 50 yards in competitive games, I mean, this is what they're going to do: run the ball and throw it to the tight end. And Luke's, I think, going to get there. So I like this 43.5. Like I said, I think this is playable up to 50. And then that's when I'd start getting a little bit nervous about it. But I like it. I think we're going to go 43.5 here.
Yeah, I like that. I think every week you play him until he gets to 50. That's just that position. And every year you kind of plug in the guy and play.
Yep, I agree with that.
All right, man. Going back to pass yards, I'm going with Michael Pratt over 230.5 pass yards. He's done it recently. He doesn't always have to do it. This is a team that kind of plays to their opponents, plays to the game. They have great running backs. Tajay Spears left. He's in the NFL now. Pratt still has some decent receivers, pretty good receivers. Had a good game last week. And this is just going to be – I think this is going to be a shootout. Ole Miss comes in. It's not too big of a spread. I think it's under a touchdown now. This is a team that beat Kansas State last year, beat the Big 12 champions last year. They beat USC in that I believe it was Cotton Bowl last year, and he threw for 394, was it, in that American Championship last year. So just think he has a big game when he needs to. So he knows how to go off when he needs to, and this is one where I think he will.
Yeah, I like it. I think that's way too low. What'd you play that up to? I mean, I don't think it's going to move that much, but would you be comfortable up to say 250, 240? I mean, like what?
Probably like 240, 245. I don't even think it'll move that much just because people don't look at him as that kind of quarterback.
Right.
But it's kind of like, to me, if he's going to get 230, he's going to get 240 to 250. If he's not going to get 230, it's because they schemed a different way and they wanted to keep it on the ground, and he's probably not going to get 200. Gotcha. So I think, Ole Miss is going to score. This is a game that's going to have some points in it. The total is up over 66 now. So I think this is a game that's going to have plenty of points in it, and you can go and take that over.
Love it. Love it. Well, I think we're going to end the fourth pick here. We're going to go to Shuck here. Tyler Shuck, this line has been moving for a while, man. It's up to 275.5 here. Going to play at home against Oregon. Man, I still got some ouches last week with Knicks, man, missing it by 0.02 if you after bump. I had 2 6-man slips last week that if you got 0.02 more fantasy points, I would hit both of them. I'm not going to complain too hard, but it still sucks. Like, them running backs just went off, man. It was like, again, I don't understand the coach. If you want to get your guy to have a chance at the Heisman, you got to stat pad them easy games, man. And you letting them running backs go off early like that, and there's no reason to play him. I think he played one drive the third quarter, and then he sat the entire second half. So, but yeah, going up against going over here to Texas Tech, which is at home here. Big total on this one as well, 68.5. Texas Tech is it looks like it moved a little bit. I think it opened up at +7 or +6.5. It's at +6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we know that Texas Tech, they're going to throw. They throw the ball 70% of the time. And this line is just absolutely too low for a game that should be competitive. I think we easily see 300 yards out of him in this. I mean, that's what they're going to do is they're going to throw. If the receivers catch the ball, he's going to throw over 300 yards here. This line is just way too low for that. Hopefully we see a competitive game here. And it's a spot that I really like. So it is one of my favorite plays on the board for tomorrow. So that's the 4 that we got up there, man. I'm excited about it. We've been dropping picks pretty much all afternoon for tomorrow. I'm going to keep digging at it and putting some stuff up there. Zach's working on the college football stuff for FanDuel and DraftKings. That will go up as well. I'm almost done with the FanDuel projections. So if you're into that DFS stuff, we offer that as well. And yeah, we're going to keep putting stuff out, and hopefully we can build on what we did for week 1, because we had some big winners week 1. And if you want access to that stuff, come over and join us. So got anything for us, Zach, as we get out of here?
I think that's it. I think there's a lot of favorable lines on both sides this week, and it'll be a good week.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things where I looked at it first and I was like, man, I didn't see a ton that I loved at first, but then we dug in a little bit. It was like you could find some guys that maybe you're just not popping name wise that people always see all the time. And I kind of like those because it doesn't push the line quite as hard. So yeah, let's enjoy it and let's get after it. And like always, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.